Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa and you are watching the Exploring Oracle, or the Exploracle for short. So today we will be taking a look at another mass market tarot deck. This is called the Elemental Power Tarot by Melinda Lee Home. Alright, so this is what the size of the box looks like. It is published by Chico Books. And it says here, eliminating human figures entirely, the cards in Elemental Power Tarot present scenes based on the 5 elements, fire, water, air, earth, and spirit, that invite the reader to step in and explore the card's divine wisdom. Rohan Daniel Eason's expressive illustrations hold a treasure trove of symbols that offer visual clues to the messages of the cards. The accompanying guidebook explains the elemental system of working with tarot cards and spreads and provides card meanings, including an apothecary item, a real earth element aid for each major arcana card. And then you go to the symbols of the elements here. So this is air, fire, water, and earth. And just tells you about Melinda. So she has had over 25 years of study and practice. She's a tarot priestess, and she specializes in translating divine wisdom into guidance. Oh, she has Melinda Lee Home Beauty. Interesting. I have to look into that. Okay, so it shows you the pictures, some of the pictures of the majors. This deck is a little bit pippish, and I don't think you see that in the preview of the cards, because all you see are majors and like the aces. So yeah, but the minor arcana are a little bit pippish, just for those who don't like those kinds of decks. At first, I still prefer fully illustrated minors, but now I'm a little bit more open to reading more pippish cards. Okay, so this is the guidebook. It is nice. It's nice colored guidebook. You have some acknowledgments here and the table of contents. So an introduction. You have some spreads, and then you go into the details of the cards. So introduction, how to use the deck, how to phrase questions, following the elements. So this guidebook actually is mentioned as one of the top 10 guidebooks by a few tarot tubers, which is why I got this, because I love a good guidebook, and as I'm still learning, I want to get the knowledge from all of these books, because these people who created these decks have been practicing for a lot longer. They have more experience, and I want to see how they interpret the cards. So that's why I like reading guidebooks. So you have the spreads here. You have like a Celtic cross. The major arcana, the corresponding Hebrew letter, the esoteric association, the astrological glyph and sign, as well as the other associations for these major arcanas. And then for the majors, you have a thumbnail of the picture. You have like I guess it's like a phrase or a mantra here, a description of the card. Then you have the guidance, the challenges, and the apothecary of this card. For the minors, it's a little bit shorter. You have a smaller thumbnail, and you just have the guidance and the challenge. So it's like the upright and reverse meanings. Okay, yeah, and that just goes all the way to the end. Okay, so let's take a look at the cards. So this is what the inside looks like. I have a little bit of damage here at the top of my box, but it's still a pretty sturdy box, so I don't mind. Here are the cards. It is matte. You know what? A lot of people complain about this cardstock, but I don't mind it. And I just filmed a video of the Fairies Oracle, which had terrible cardstock. So I think this feels really good. It feels really good to me right now. Maybe it's just because in comparison to that. These are the backs. They're quite lovely, but they are not reversible. Yeah, it's interesting. And they are a little bit bigger than your usual tarot size. Just a little bit taller and wider. Okay, so let us zoom in and take a look at all of these cards. So let's take a look at the cards one by one. So they are numbered with the name of the card at the bottom. It has like this border, but I don't mind it. It looks like it's part of the art. You also have, I think this is the Hebrew letter, and I'm not sure, but well, some association is on the right hand of the card. There's a glyph. There are no people in this deck, so completely human free, and I like it for that. It is purely elemental, so definitely in the minors, even though it is pippish, you definitely feel the energy of the arcana, the minor arcana. And it's also very scenic. And you can place yourself in the image. I'm not great at meditating, but I think these cards would be great for it. I like this wheel. Oh. You know, this is one of my favorite depictions of justice. It's been done in other decks, but I just really like that it is also associated with the Egyptian mythology of weighing. I forgot which god that was, that weighed your heart against a feather. So if you lived a good life, your heart would weigh light as a feather, as opposed if you were a bad person. And the art style, I don't know if you can see. Oh, it's not focusing. But it's like, I'm not sure what art style it is, but it's very, very detailed. It's really beautiful. I mean, look at this. There's so much detail in these cards. I love it. Judgment. And then we go into the minors. So for the cups, it would usually be associated with the element of water. And you can see here that the colors are like these blue greens, and you have the elemental symbol of water, and you have the Roman numeral as well as the pips on each card. So we can go a little bit quickly here. So I don't mind that it is pippish. Actually, it's very like a stylized pip deck. Some decks really just, this one at least has all of this swirling watery energy. Okay, and then so maybe this is where we might have a little bit of trouble. Okay, so these are the courts. I'm assuming this is the page. The Knight. Okay, so maybe it's like the helmet. Oh yeah, the Knight of Cups, the Queen, and the King. So you just have to like remember, I think, the crowns or the headpieces that they wear. So probably that is what it looks like across all of the suits. Okay, so this is the suit of swords or the suit of air. Again, you have that symbol at the top, and it's like you're up in the clouds. So it also doesn't look like a Marseille type deck. And yeah, so the courts, you have this for the page, the Knight. This is interesting though. Well, the Knight, the element usually associated with all knights are fire, but here you see it depicted as well in the image of the Knight of Air, or the Knight of Swords, then the Queen, and then the King. So it can get a little bit tricky, I think, with the Queen and the King. But you do have an image in the guidebook, so you could refer to it if you get a little bit confused like me. Moving on to the suit of fire or the suit of wands. You can really see and feel the fiery energy in this suit. So I'm just moving through these quickly since it is whippish, so there's really not that much to see. The page, the knight, the queen, and the king. So yeah, I think the queens and the kings are a little bit tricky. Then let's go into the ace of earth. The earth suit. So that's the ace, the pentacles. So very earthy looking colors. And 10, page, knight, queen, and king. Okay, so I zoomed out. Let's see how this shuffles. So it's a little bit larger or longer than a typical tarot deck, but I don't mind. I think it shuffles well. I don't think I'll have much of an issue shuffling this deck. The edges do feel a little bit sharp for some reason. Okay, yeah, so I think I just need to break it in a little bit. But yeah, so it also shuffles well. It also side shuffles or overhands pretty well. There is some clumping, but again, this is a new deck, so that is to be expected. It doesn't feel overly sticky when I shuffle it, so I think it will just work itself out once I keep using this deck. Okay, so let's see. Can I get up to read these? So let's choose a card to read, and then we will read from the guidebook. Okay, let's choose the Empress. And I really love this Empress. Alright, so for the Empress, it says here, your heart pours forth to water the abundance that grows all around you. A lush garden of your making lies before you, some carefully tended and pruned, some left to grow wild. All creation here is made possible by the grace of your loving heart. Surrounded by fecundity and beauty, your idea of what is possible in your life and the world grows and evolves with the seasons. So for the guidance, it says, you are invited to embody a truly Venusian spirit. The source of endless love and beauty can wait for nothing. There is no need to fear lack. Instead, you can always trust that the love and care you give will return to you threefold. Allow your heart energy to flow freely to all that surrounds you. The universe will assure that you never find yourself depleted. Treat your life like a beloved garden. Cut back the parts that no longer bear fruit. Be fastidious in your weeding and watering. Fertilize, prune, and follow the lead of the seasons. Cultivation is a labor of love, and there is no more worthy recipient of your love than you. There is no need to fear. Allow your desire to take root. Feed your dreams with love and watch them bloom. I'm loving it already. Let me also read the challenge or the reversed meaning. When we have unresolved emotional wounds, it can seem impossibly difficult to open our heart freely. If this is the case for you at this time, focus this energy inward to heal yourself before moving onward and outward to grow the world around you. And the apothecary meaning, rose opens and heals the heart and promotes free flow of love. It is gorgeous and delicious in tea, desserts, perfume, and bouquets. So, pretty extensive meaning on the majors. What was that minor? So let's see a sample of the minor. So this is the Seven of Earth or Seven of Coins. So let's just compare. So it says 7 of coins, overcoming doubt in elemental earth. And the guidance, it says, it's time to test the boundaries of what you believe your reality can be. Lift your nose up from the grindstone and assess where you are in your process. This is your opportunity to take a critical look at the end product you are building toward. If there are any adjustments you want or need to make to your plans, now is the time to do so. It is crucial that when you do, you clear out any self-imposed limits keeping you from building the life you truly want. You are more potent than you think. And then for the challenges, distinguishing between being realistic and defeatist can be tricky, particularly when dealing with the physical world. Any thoughts that begin with can't or shouldn't are ripe for close examination. Challenge your own rules. So I really am loving this guidebook. And I also really love the art. This deck, this is, I got this on sale on Amazon. I think it was just like $16. So it's really, it's quite an affordable deck. And I think you get really good quality for it. The guidebook is quite nice. The art, for me, I'm really drawn to it. I like how it's done, even though it's quite pippish. The energy goes through. And the majors are really stunning and non-traditional. And I think this would, if you're drawn to it, I think it would be a great deck to learn from because of the guidebook. And if you found this video helpful, please click on the like button and consider subscribing to my channel where I post videos like this at least once a week. I will see you again next time. Bye!